Greetings, Earthlings and Fragcommies. My name is Luke. I am Poe, and today we are talking about a flanker that is in the same line as the big boy, Acqua Di Gio, the best-selling men's fragrance of all the time. Allegedly, I mean, that's what we hear. I haven't exactly fact-checked this or sniffed out the truth. I'm just going to go ahead and believe it because back like in 2005, 2000, that's all you smelled was Acqua Di Gio, you know, and Axe. But how about we introduce the frickin' fragrance first, people? Acqua Di Gio Profundo. This is the new flanker in that line. Before that came Profumo, which a lot of people like, wasn't my favorite. And then of course, you know, you've got Absolute, you've got others, and then you've got the original Acqua Di Gio. To me, Acqua Di Gio is special because it has this sharp sweetness along with this really fresh DNA. It's mass appealing. You won't find anyone really that will say that smells gross or it's unpleasant. However, because of its popularity, you tend to smell a lot, even in today's 2020 strange times. Our world has changed a lot since 1996, which is when the OG was released by Alberto Morillas. And coincidentally, nearly 25 years later, Alberto Morillas is still making stuff up, you know? Still making the freshies. He's still around. You know, he's kind of like the Brett Favre of the perfume game. Hanging up already. You know, the Profundo came out, and I got a decant, and I was kind of not really expecting too much because I love the OG, still to this day. The Profumo was a swing and a miss, you might say. And so, with the Profundo, they took the Acqua Di Gio sweetness, that sharp sweetness with the freshness. They made it a touch darker, and they also added mineral notes. This is Alberto Morillas saying that they're mineral notes, but really, they're ambroxan. They're ambroxan, guys. It's that metallic vibe you get in these modern blue fragrances that are very versatile and mass appealing, and it really works well in this fragrance. The question everyone out there wants to know is, what the heck does it smell like? Let's take us back to 1996. The number one film in 1996 was starred by a young man named Will Smith. Independence Day. He saved the planet, everybody. You're welcome. And then the number one song was, this crazy dance thing that you guys probably don't remember called the Macarena. That's right. The Macarena came out in 1996. As far as 1996 fashion, baggy jeans started becoming popular, and you started seeing the chain that clipped on from the jeans to the wallet in case, you know, you're getting pickpocketed or losing your wallet places. I never really understood why that was a thing. This is definitely a blue fragrance take on Acqua Di Gio, the original. It has the ambroxan or mineral notes. It has the citrus. It has the orange. It has the C notes, cologne. This is a fragrance that you can spray on a date, at work, at school, wherever you want to wear it. It's going to be mass appealing. It's going to garner you compliments. It might not be the most memorable fragrance someone has ever smelled in their lives because it is so similar to Acqua Di Gio, the original. Which brings me to pros, why you should buy Acqua Di Gio Profundo. If you want better performance and projection, but you can't find that vintage batch of Acqua Di Gio, this is the closest you're going to get. And that was not the case back in the day. Back in my time, you kids. I remember wearing this to the zoo, because I'm a real fun guy and all that. I go to zoos, apparently. And it was 105 degrees out. This was like, the dog days of summer. Not that you saw the dogs at the zoo. Moving on, this was a fragrance that lasted at least 4 or 5 hours in the heat, and it was still projecting strong when I walked back to the car. This one, though, with that added ambroxan, the performance is a lot better. Probably not as beast mode as the projection once was, but it is very nice. This one can be, 1 to 2 feet away from you depending on what kind of environment you're in. It also stays with me 8 to 9 hours. Another pro for Profundo is that it smells a bit more modernized than the original. That's not taking away from what the original does or did. It's still a great fragrance. It just smells like it was made in the late 90s, which isn't a bad thing at all. I mean, CK had some bangers in the 90s that I still wear today. This is going to not stand out as something that was created 25 years ago. This is going to not really stand out at all, really. Which brings me to cons. If you want something that's really going to stand out, and if you are someone that has smelled Acqua Di Gio and you've kind of moved on from that one in your fragrance journey, this one's not going to excite you. And there are people out there that need to know that. Now, just because I really like this one, I plan on buying a bottle, does not mean that it's going to float everyone's boat. This is a fragrance that is going to be very reminiscent of the original Acqua Di Gio, but it's going to have better performance. That will wrap things up for me today, Fragcommies. Thanks for sticking around and watching this review. If you have any questions, keep them to yourselves, because I don't want to answer them, I've got stuff to do. I've got chocolate cinnamon toast crunch to eat. I've got, milkshakes to make and pizza bagels to bake. I've got a full day ahead of me.